Everybody, we're back with another trailer reaction. I'm a little slightly late to the party because I had to work when this trailer dropped, but it's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, a very long-awaited, highly anticipated film, kind of sort of piggybacking off of the Loki season 1, which is honestly, personally, I think the Loki series is probably like the top tier Marvel MCU TV shows. Personally, I think. I know a lot of people want to put WandaVision at the top. I can't personally do that because the way it dropped the ball with like the Quicksilver thing, I cannot let that go. And the tail end, it's just like it's a little lopsided. But yeah, and I guarantee you the post-credit scene by the end of this movie will be revealing something with what might be going on with Loki season 2. But also, yeah, Kang the Conqueror. Obviously, he's going to be like a major factor here, especially with like the Avengers, Kang Dynasty coming in a couple of years from now. So, without further ado, let's check out this trailer, shall we? And by the way, if you like this channel and the videos that I'm reacting to, or you have any certain suggestions of videos you want me to react to, please leave a comment below. Hit that like button and the notification bell. I just hit 312 subscribers at this point. Once we reach 400, I will do a Hot Ones Challenge milestone video for you guys. We haven't done one of those since when I hit 100 subscribers when I did the One Chip Challenge video, which you can check out on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/talkativecarl. If you want to check out that wild video, I will do a Hot Ones video. Actually get the Hot One sauces and try them out, and you can watch me like how well do I handle those hot sauces. So anyway, let's check out Quantumania. And I love Paul Rudd. And honestly, like, Paul Rudd is a freaking amazing human being. Just gotta put it out there.
I used to ask myself a lot of questions. Scott, you're at ex-con.
He does not age.
How are you,
Keanu
Avenger?
Reeves.
That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man!
People still need help, Dad.
That's why we made this.
Like a satellite for deep space, but quanta.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal down to the quantum realm. Turn it off. Now! Universe beneath ours.
What are you so afraid of?
There's something I never told you.
This place. It isn't what you think. I can get you home and give you more time. If you help me, so what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
February 17th. That would be. I thought it said March. I could have sworn it said March. But yeah. Hmm. Uh, Full disclosure, like I enjoyed the Ant-Man films for what they were, but and I get they're like superhero heist movies and stuff like that, but they're very. If you watch my MCU ranking videos of uh the all the films and the TV shows within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I put Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp films right in the middle. They're like, C. I believe it's like C tier. Either B or C tier. Like at least 80% sure it was C. I don't have it in front of me, but you know, they're like very passable. Like I don't hate them. I'm not going to say they weren't for me. I'm glad I watched them, but people put them like on very like like not high pedestal, but like a pedestal nonetheless. And it's like I don't think like it deserves that. You know, but I think this one might be a different story compared to the other two because well, I think the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp fed into Endgame, so it served a purpose, but not an overall purpose. As the movie as a whole. This one, Quantumania, jettisons was not only what's going to happen in Loki season 2 because the whole thing of he who remains and the story he tells to Loki and Sylvie about like the multiversal war and all these different versions of him that's 9 times out of 10 more, each one more evil than he is. He was just the best out of all of the worst ones. And that's how he like just set up the whole sacred timeline in the first place. When Sylvie killed them, that's when all these branches starts, cascading. And people give, the MCU crap, or at least this phase, a lot of crap about the multiversal saga and how like they don't like some people talking like, oh, they don't amount to anything. It's like it's like a jumbled mess. Like, hey, yes, it is a jumbled mess because it's a multiversal war. There's a whole point. That's why he had a sacred timeline because it's a whole cascading mess with all these different variants and different choices of one crucial focal point, and he had to put it all into one line. Now everything is spread out, so of course it's going to be a jumbled mess. And I actually dig this multiversal saga. I think it's a nice little step above. You got to do something that will be, something new. You got to throw something new in the mix after the Infinity Saga. The multiversal thing, I think, is a grand idea. It gave us some great stuff, and it's just like I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And and people like, oh, we don't know what the end game is. Who's the overall bad guy in this? There's no blueprint, or it's like, personally, I think, Kang is like probably like an overarching bad guy, but the end bad guy in this new saga, I believe, will be, some say Doctor Doom, but I don't think Doctor Doom is. Not saying he hasn't fought like the Avengers before, but he gets beat by four people in a group multiple times. Not to understand he's not worth an entire Avengers army to deal with. I personally think is Galactus is the overall end bad guy because the only person or being I can think of that would require a large amount of an Avengers group of people to combat like a galactic threat will be Galactus, who's a world eater, and yeah, Kang could be an overarching bad guy that comes in multiple, like he might die in this movie, but he's not the only one, so he'll show up in another movie and in Loki season 2, that kind of thing. But he's yeah, definitely an overarching bad guy. And Doom is probably like uh 3 or 4, possibly just like, depending on outside of the Fantastic Four films, he can probably be like at least 3, like, movie tier type of villain. A dangerous one, don't get me wrong, because do not underestimate Doctor Doom, but he's not like a cosmic level threat that requires, a large sum of heroes to come deal with. Because, like I said, bare minimum, you can just have the Fantastic Four deal with them, and that's that. But then you got like, Cassie, you got like Stature, you got something like the Young Avengers and that kind of thing. Uh, uh, so yeah, I mean, like I'm looking forward to it. I think like this movie is probably like a very pivotal and more important Ant-Man movie that is a must see. The other two personally did not feel like a it's like an 80% must see. Like just to fit in like the puzzle piece of the MCU, you definitely it's not like Black Panther 1 or 2 that is like you definitely gotta check this out, or it's not like Avengers Infinity War or Endgame, like you definitely gotta check this out. It's not like you know uh Captain America Winter Soldier, like you definitely gotta check this out kind of thing. Uh but it's something that you should check out, maybe not right away, but definitely at some point within like the week or two you should check out, so you can, because you see an end game, even like something as mid as Ant-Man fit like a part of the puzzle piece with, heisting all the Infinity Stones through the timeline, and then of course like the funny part with uh, the time machine inside the van and like trying to hotwire the car. You got a little bit of Ant-Man, doing his thing. If you ever watched his previous film, you know what he's about. So he fit a role, yes. So you would not be upset for going and seeing an Ant-Man film. But I think Quantumania is the most crucial one. And I think really sets the tone for all those little naysayers telling like, oh, we don't know what's going on with the thing. Like, just enjoy the journey. Because the first, because we didn't know Thanos was coming until the end of the first Avengers movie. Prior to that, we just expected, oh, it's going to be like that's going to be the end of it by the time we get these heroes all together. And that'll be that. We didn't know what's going to happen. We were just enjoying the ride along. So just enjoy the ride along. And by the time we get to Kang Dynasty, all this stuff y'all complain about with like Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man No Way Home, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier, all this other stuff that y'all like poo-pooing on or confused on, once they start dropping, light bulbs start like boom, boom, boom. Like, oh my god, that happened in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I was crapping all over it. It's like, yeah, yes, just pay attention, just enjoy the ride, and all of it will click eventually. Just enjoy it. But that's all I had to say about the trailer. I'm going off on a whole thing because I had a lot to say. Yeah, sorry it took so long because I got home a little while ago, but when to grab me something to eat and take care of some stuff before I started streaming. I got a bunch of other videos I want to get to. I'm not working tomorrow, so I can hop in because I really want to get into like Octopath Traveler, but I think they started Overwatch 2's Halloween event, which I want to like because I love that event. I love Halloween, and I want to get to playing that tonight because I didn't do so yesterday, like I said I would. But anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit. Peace. Oh, and by the way, let me know what you think of Quantumania. How excited are you? What do you expect from it? And how it will like cascade, or like what's the after effects that would that you expect in further films in the MCU, and what do you think about the multiverse saga? Honestly, I mean, no, judgment here. If you don't, like the multiverse saga, please respectfully express your opinions and like no judgments either way.